Hello everybody and welcome back to Landlord Super. We are just having a slow wander into town this morning on this beautiful day. It is 36 degrees, so quite a hot one already. I thought we'd just have a nice wander into town. I'm going to go and see Mitchell & Sons, see if they'll do the final bit of that tiling for us. See if they make a better job of it. Right, Jimmy? How's it hanging? Charlie's Girl? What else are you reading about? Nothing in particular by the looks of it. Surely they cannot mess up the rest of the tiles on the roof. Construction services, tile the roof, flat slate. 125 quid? Again? £125? Absolutely not. I know I want to save some time, which is, you know, and money's no object, but 125 versus how much is it in the catalogue? We'll just do it ourselves. Is it this one or the next one, I think? How much is it in the Q&Q catalogue? Hang on a second. Roofing. Flat shingle. 9. 24. It'll cost us 24. Yeah, it cost us 24. For the remaining tiling, we would have loads left over. It's going to cost us 24. We'll just do that. Winston will set off. So you can actually see him go, look. So Winston goes now. He heads back and wait outside. Now, are we open here? We are open here. I'm going to have a cheeky pint since we're already at the pub. I want to see Winston in a minute. All right, Tamsin. I shall have a nice pint of Doyle, please. Pint, please. Thank you very much. Down a quick pint before we go to work today. All it'll do is, thank you very much. Swaying a bit already. So plan for today, though, is to, well, get these tiles on. So we'll do that. And, yeah, and there's plasterboard. It's all interior work now, isn't it? So the outside is finished. That should be enough tiles to get us finished. Fortunately, it's still a dry day. So we can do this bit ourselves. Tell you what, downing that pipe was a bad idea. Oh dear, stop swaying, man. I guess he had it on an empty stomach or something. You wouldn't have... Oh, stop it. You wouldn't think downing a quick Guinness like that would have so much effect. I suppose it's not a good idea. Really, is it? We've just had a pint of Guinness. And then we've decided to come and climb a roof. To do some roofing. The very best of ideas there. Alright, that's that bit complete. I don't know why half of the roof is wet and half isn't, by the way. I don't know. It'll, as soon as we get a weather change, it will sort itself out. You sometimes get this effect with the no fines walls, or if you've done any concrete and stuff like that as well. I think what happened was they were probably wet when I took them off. Or, I don't know, because it's the ones that they've done there as well, isn't it? The ones that they've done are not wet. Mine, for some reason, all the tiling that I've done, look, here, is all wet, and it's dry, the tile that they put on. I don't know. It'll fix itself, as I say. When there's a weather change, or when I come off the game, come back on again, it should fix itself. But it's kind of weird that some of them have got lots of water running down them and some are bone dry. When really, they should all be bone dry. We've had a lot of rain in the game. Oh, gone wrong. We have had a lot of rain in the game. But it's close to 40 degrees today. There's no way it would be this wet still. Let's be real. At 37 degrees, it would be bone dry. There's my hands. There they are. Where have I gone wrong on that one? bolted that one to the roof. No! Oh, that's gone wrong as well. Put that one on correctly. Put that one on correctly. Throw those down there. So, because that's thinking it's wet, that's why I'm struggling to stand on the roof. Because the game thinks that's a wet roof, even though it shouldn't be. Causing me no end of issues. So something went wrong here. It's the one next to it. Because I placed it as I fell, I think. That one should go like that. And then that one can go on here. And the roof is done. We have finished the roof. So all of the outside is now complete. We've got the paneling done. We've got the walls all done. We've got the roof done. The windows. I need to screw the back door in, I noticed. But otherwise, we are all good. Right, Winston, you can leave because you've been here all day. Yeah, I'm done. Just leave that hovering there. I'll sort that later. We'll just throw it away. Right, let's get inside. I've nailed a few of these on in between the videos, but we've still got lots to do. You've got to remember where the... So it's best doing it in the corners, your nails, because then you'll know that you're actually hitting wood. So if you don't hit wood, of course... you're not really nailing into anything. So this is why we're going to need so much plaster. So much plasterboard. Look how small these are. And that's one piece of plasterboard gone per one. We're going to need so many. Do that because we can check that from the other side. We can check the nails have gone through before going any further. We'll nail these ones on. These can just be nailed center of the wall. We'll get rid of the screw heads or nail heads later on. We'll sort those out. Guessing probably about there. Probably there. Give them a try. Seem good. Just put one on there. One there. Very nice. What should we do this way now? Yeah, let's do this room. I think I just lost a piece of plasterboard. Not the first time in this game I've lost a piece of plasterboard like that. Where you click it and it sort of disappears. That one already was nailed from the other side, so that's that done. We've not got much left, have we? Not at all. So we've got 2 completed rooms, basically, out of all that plasterboard. And the hallway a little bit as well. Okay. So we need to order some more. Let's go and order some more. What time of day is it? It feels like it's getting late. Yeah, it's still okay. It's a bit odd, really. So it's 5:15. Now in the UK, at 5:15 in the middle of summer, the sun, it might as well be like midday. It's still very bright. It doesn't get dark. Sunset's not till like 9 o'clock or something. It doesn't get dark till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So, yeah, for it to be this dull is kind of odd in the middle of summer. Well, I guess it could be August, maybe it's getting on a bit, but anyway, let's get to some paneling. Let's just buy all the plasterboard you can carry, because I'm going to need all of it. There's just no way that... even that will be enough. We need to hurry up here, because I forgot that was there, and... he's going to complain, because this is all going to be in his way. Quickly, quickly. Oh no, he's here, he's here, he's here. Sorry. Please don't go wrong again, like you did a few episodes ago, where then you just sat outside. Right, you can go. Right, he's kind of realised now, I think. That's not too bad. I think he's realised. You know what? Can you unload this for me?
Yeah.
You can get around that. If you undo them all, if you undo all the straps, you can just tell them to drive away and they'll stay hovering in the air. But sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it does. For the sake of a fiver, not too bad. It actually doesn't take him an hour either, does it? Or, well, it can't do, because it's only just turned 6. Right, might as well do this room while we're here. I'm going to have to do the inside of there. See, that's a whole plasterboard just for there. How annoying is that? Oh, lost another piece. Hate that. Hate that. Where does it even go? I hate that so much. You just lose a piece of plasterboard. Get some of these nailed in. Finish a lot of this tomorrow, I think. And we can actually see what we're doing. In fact, what I'll do, as I mentioned in the previous episode, and I've not actually done it, we'll buy some lights for all the rooms. So we'll do that in the morning. We'll purchase some lights, get those delivered, put them in, and then at least we'll be able to see what we're doing from now on. I think all of that is nailed. Let's have a feel. All feels good to me. Good. All that's done. Time of day is it? See, 7:10. In summer, like this is the 3rd of summer, so this is early summer. 7:10, pitch black. Just not the way it is. Which is unfortunate, really. I would like it if that was modelled better. Not that it ever will be now. Because it would be nice, because then you could, if you were planning, like, doing this build here, we could work way into the night. If you start your project in summer, for example, when you're doing the roofing, you can work so much later. But in the middle of winter, yeah, it'll be dark at, like, 3:30, 4 o'clock. But... if this was real life, I'd still have 4 hours of daylight left. How can I put that on there? Oh, there we go. I do like the lighting from our phone box, though. I don't think the old phone box, the original one that you have until it ticks over to the date when it switches to that one, I don't think that was as well lit as that, or if it was lit at all. Quite nice. I think we'll just put this on. Chuck some nails in. So we've done all the nails in here. Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll end for the day, I think. That's an exterior wall, so that should be fine. Ram some in there. I'm sure we'll find out that some of these are not nailed on at some point, even though they have been. We'll come along, and I'll just be able to take one off with my hand. Accidentally, somehow. Right, let's turn that generator off. How are we doing? 2,000 calories, 54% energy. We're doing pretty well. We'll shower and go to bed, I think. At least it's another nice day. Alright, I need to move this stuff out of the way, because otherwise when he comes with the lights, he'll complain that he can't get his wagon in. I think actually we might have enough plasterboard, you know? Cautiously optimistic here. Not got that much more. A lot of the doorways obviously need a little bit on. Although you don't need to necessarily, because we're using the... we're using those doors, which have their own frame. So you don't necessarily need to plasterboard everywhere. Because it's all covered by the door frame. So we might get away with some of the door frames not being... We'll see how they look. But I think we've got more than enough anyway, to be honest. I'll leave some just outside here. Alright, let's give him a call. Alright, lighting. So that'll be in the other catalogue. So we can either get some lights from Harold's, August, or IKEA. Or IKEA. Try IKEA. Lighting. So this is just the general lights. So I want ceiling ones. Because obviously we're still building, so it's good to have the light up in the air. Not overly keen on that. It's okay. I've had this before. But actually, you know, with the different... you know what? It's not too bad. Yeah, I remember. You can get better shades than... that's not too bad, actually. First option's not too bad. Let's try Argos. Lighting. The wicker's not bad. I've had this before as well, I think. I can't remember what colour I had, but I've had one of these before as well. Comes with a bronzed light switch. Okay, let's see what Harrods have got. Harrods of London lighting. Ooh, these are posh lights. Ooh, these are posh lights. Do we get a posh light? I think I will get a posh light. I didn't use a lot of the stuff from this catalogue, so what I want to do with this house when we decorate it is I want to generally use this catalogue. Because if you want to see the other catalogues, go back and see my previous series. I used pretty much every item I wanted to out of both of those. We'll mix and match a little bit as in this one. But generally, I want to kind of use these. You see, I don't know what colours to get. That's the problem with this. I don't know how I'm decorating my rooms. I've got absolutely no idea yet. I'm just hoping it'll come to me as we start, but because we're not actually doing it yet, I might just buy a light and move it from room to room. Although that's kind of annoying to be doing that. We could do that with a lamp, though. You know what? I'm going to get a lamp. We'll decide on that, because I've got no idea what decoration I want. Until I think about that, I'm just going to get a lamp. 15... There you are. £15 from IKEA. A lamp. There we go. Bring me that. Because I can move that from room to room. That's just a freestanding lamp. I don't need to even wire that in, I don't think. Whereas the lights, I'd have to wire the switch in. So I'd be constantly having to undo the switch every time I wanted to move the light. So we'll just get a lamp, which is better than our work lights. It's easier to move, and I think it gives off more, well, a better light, really. I'll have to clean the yard up as well at some point. Here he comes, Winston. All right, Winston. I shall take my lamp. How quick was that as well? Can you imagine if you ordered that from IKEA in real life? There's no way they would deliver it as fast as Winston. Yep, you can go. Thank you. Alright, so we've got a lamp. And if I just place there, I think I just pull the handle somehow. There we go. Oh, you switched there. So that should give us some good light, I think, for later on. Good. Well, that's that bit done. Is this all nailed? It is. That's all nailed as well. This all looks pretty nailed. I think it's just here, so let's just do this. I've got no air coming through. Compressor. All good. On this side. I think we might just need one more piece and then the doorways. Or maybe two more pieces and then the doorways. It's going well. Shame my nail gun's not got a screwdriver feature. Just put that door on. Guess I could do that by hand. I can close that door off then. Quite an easy wall to do because it's mostly exterior. Just do this door. Now, if you're new to this series, you can see not loads different, but how much easier it is with your powered screwdriver. And how quickly our energy goes down. You see that when it flashes up there? How quickly our energy goes down just doing some screwing. Our notebook changed there, which was interesting because the door technically isn't attached. Still got a couple of screws. So the notebook notifications that keep popping up, that's just as we check tasks off for a completed house. Obviously, having done it before, I know what to do. Good, that all works. Get another piece of plasterboard, or a couple of pieces, because we've got some that to do. That needs doing as well, and then we've got a couple more little bits and pieces as we go as well. Go on there. Alright, let's check the doors then. Before we do any more. I can do some more anyway, but let's just check. If this covers the... which I think it will. Aha! We have a little bit of a problem up above, don't we? I need to put in a... I need to put in another beam there. I didn't notice that before. When it was an empty shell, the door is too short. So, is that a... That's a beam, I think. One of these. I think it's one of these. Goes above the door. I hope. Can't actually remember what to do here. Oh, that's the wrong kind of beam. That's why. That's a roofing beam. Where's my other beams? Did we use all of those? I think we did as well, didn't we? Yeah, you can change the shape and put it above the door. But proof of concept was whether or not they cover the wood, exposed wood, and they do. And we'll have a beam up there. Obviously, we'll need plasterboard for that anyway. But we don't need to do... because I'm going to have this style of door anyway. So that door frame is going to cover the inside of all of the doorways. So we're almost done, really. We're ready to start kind of decorating in a fashion. Let's just... I wish I could just push that door closed, even though it's not really attached. If I buy some more of those beams, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4, and maybe... well, I don't know how many they come in. Maybe get an extra 1 just in case. Let's go to the building catalogue. Walls, interior wall. 6 per order, so that should be fine. Get one of those. 60 quid, that is, just to do that. Pretty expensive, isn't it? Just get some joins for the top. So we'll get those in. Get them plastered as well, and then I think I'll take the tops of the nails off, and then we'll save the decorating and the flooring and stuff for the next one. I'll get some stuff delivered, and then we can start off doing it. Because all of that stuff is basically decoration then. Right, Winston. Right, so I think if I... yes, this one, the doorway. There we go. So how does that go in there? There we go. Good. If we just load them all in like that. Assume we nail them through the ceiling. Can't remember. I guess I could nail them into the side. Alright, that's definitely all we need. Yeah, I think so. Put those off to the side. Can bin them later. Tell Winston to leave. You can leave, Winston. Thank you. Off you go. Bye. Get these nailed in. If I nail it, how does it want me to nail this? I want to nail it like that, I think. Yeah, that's good. For a neater nail. Yep, they're all in nicely. Some more plasterboard. Is this all the plasterboard I've got? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Really? Oh, there's another piece here. I don't think that's going to be enough, though, because we're going to have to plasterboard this backwards and back and front. This is not going to be enough plasterboard. So I need to buy some more plasterboard. Can you believe it? Oh, I thought I'd have enough. I really honestly thought I'd have enough there. It looks so much, didn't it? I mean, even I know that it doesn't go that far. Thought that looked enough. Oh well. We'll have to get some more. I could get him to come with some now, couldn't I? I've not got a lot of energy left, so we're going to have to be a bit of a shorter day, unless I go outside here and grab a packet of crisps that we've got laying around. We want bacon or scampi fries. Have the scampi fries, I think. Throw that away for the neighbour. So I need 8 of those. Should be about enough, isn't it? Yeah, 3, 6. We need 6. That'll give us 2 spare. What do we need? What do we actually do? We need less than that. Either way, that's fine, isn't it? So we'll just get those. Whilst we're here, do I need anything else from this catalogue? I need doors, so we might as well get the doors delivered now with this order. So I had that one, I think, this interior door, because that's the one that comes with the frame. Some of they all come with a frame, but they don't all come with. Maybe they actually all did. Yeah, maybe they do all come with a frame, a proper frame. But they all come different designs. So we've got this design. This is kind of like your cheapest stuff. Which actually, the interior doors, they don't look that bad, really. You've got these ones with the glass. I've used this in my previous property, I think it was. So I'm going to go with all of these ones for this. So I've got one already, so we just need 3 more of those. We could have had a fancy front door and a fancy back door. The reason I didn't is, A, I used this in my previous property, so I just fancied a difference. And I decided, because I wanted the oak, and you can have the walnut here, I fancied oak. Just for a different colour, really. We could have had that, which is kind of a similar colour in the game, but I'm having these interior. Because I think we went walnut. Now, you see, if I had previous page, we'd probably be able to get oak interior doors. So we've got oak front door, oak back door, oak windows. So we should have those, really. Just about, what I don't like about those is the full... I don't want glass everywhere. I know they're a popular door, but I'm not sure I want that in every single room of the house. Like, I want the... Like, I don't want that for a bathroom door, for example. And I don't want that for the bedrooms. So that's why I'm going for this. Now, we could do... Then it'd be a different colour. Now, I was going to say we could do this and then have that. But it'd be a different colour. So I think I'm just going to go walnut with these throughout. So we've got one already. So we need living room, second bedroom, and bathroom. So we need 3 of those. Let's go for it. He'll bring everything. Time of day is nearly 4 PM. We've got enough energy to see us through the rest of the day. We'll put the... I don't think we need the nail gun. Oh, no, we do for the plasterboard, of course. And then we'll get these nail heads out. I don't know if... I'll do some of that, I think, between the videos. We done? We're done. We've got them all. Good. Let's get those nailed. Or I forget to do so. The thing is with this, I don't actually know where the wood is. Ah, we still got a bit of plasterboard there to do. That was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it? Good job we had some extra. That's updated the notebook, so that means that all of that is done as well. So that's good news. I'll whack a nail through that. I don't know if that's catching the wood or not, to be honest. I'm guessing it is. Soon find out. Seems like it's on. It's on. That's not on. I've missed the wood there somewhere. Let's try it there. It's now on. Yep, that's on too. That's on. And that's on. That's on. And that's not on. I don't think we actually nailed that in the first place. There we go. Nailed. Right, so it's just the doors. Let's unload the doors from him. Carry this huge, heavy door on his shoulder. We'll work on the orientation of the doors once we've got them in, because I think I'd want them opening... Oh, almost certainly, I think I'd want them opening inwards. I don't think you'd want them opening outwards, would you? Got to be an inwards thing. Otherwise this corridor will get too tight with doors opening into it. Let's tell him to leave. Goodbye, Winston.
Yeah.
Go there, that one's fine. We'll grab this one. Okay, that's it. Basically, I think that's it, isn't it? So yeah, next time we'll be decorating then. So I think what I'll do is I'll screw these doors in and get rid of... I'll show you how you get rid of the nails, but that's not really something you need to see because there's not a lot to see, really. Turn that off. How we get rid of nails. It's a bit over the top, you would say. Taking this to your walls, but basically you come up to them, and when you see you've got a nail head, go over it, and there you go. Right, I'll have to go around every single nail and do that. Which also creates quite a bit of dust, as there you go. It creates loads of dust. So the house gets full of dust and looks like it's been set ablaze. So, plasterboard there as well. Might even need to buy some more plasterboard, who knows. But I'm going to get ahead and do this. I'll do that between the videos because, yeah, that's all it is. And it's just, it takes a while, gets full of dust. And, yeah. That's basically all it is there. That should give us, yeah, that's a good idea, that gives us quite a bit of light to work with, should we need it. Although now we are decorating, I don't actually think we all need to. We never quite got to the end of the day where it was fully required, but I'll probably use it while I get rid of all of these heads of the nails. See all this dust going everywhere. So I think that will do us then. I promise you the house definitely is not on fire. I've not sparked it somewhere. We're okay. Just, you see, and that's only from a few. When you've done a whole room and then you go into the next room, that can be twice as bad. And it takes a long time for it to disappear as well. So I'll get ahead and do that between the videos. So we'll leave this one here. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider joining and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.